Hello, I'm M. Hood. Today is Thursday, March 22nd. It's been a rainy day, but now the rain has stopped and I'm about to do a 15-mile round trip to Lake Pontchartrain. I'm going to go straight down Franklin to Lakeshore Drive and make a right and follow Lakeshore Drive all the way to the Seabrook Bridge. I have two new poles that I want to try out. These poles are really good for brackish water fishing, and I'm in the mood for some salty air. So let's go. All right. Hey, I just crossed Gentilly Boulevard. I'm waiting for the traffic to stop so I don't have to go through this big puddle. I believe there's a really big hole there and I can't see it and I don't want to hit it. Alright. There's more to see after this. Stay tuned. Alright, here's the lake. I just got here. I'm right behind the UNO campus, right where Franklin dead ends. And we're going to go in that direction. But we're going to make some stops. Let's see what happens. Beautiful, isn't it? Here's my destination. This is where I'm going to fish the high tide, which should be coming in right after 6 o'clock. This is a Seabrook Bridge, or the Senator Ted Hickey Bridge is also its name. Underneath the bridge is a fishing pier called the Frank Davis Pier. Now, this is a lock. On the other side of the bridges there is the Intercoastal Waterway, and the Corps is putting in a big floodgate here. It's been closed for about 2 years. This is a really good spot to fish when the current is here, but there's no current because it's closed. But for a small window during the high tide, you could get a red or two, and we'll see if we get anything else. It's a great place to go, one of my favorites. It's just not hot right now, but it will be done, they say, in June. About June 6th, I think, is when they're supposed to open it. So it should be a really good place for me to go during the summer, because it's like a 24-hour hot spot for fishing. Alright, let me get over there and see what I can do. It's a little tiny one too. It's a little eel. What's that? I think that's an American eel, but it looks like one. I got using needle nose to get it out, and a pair of gloves because they're really slimy. Well, I fished the pier for a while, at least long enough for the tide to come in. Had 2 bites. Was fishing with a shrimp on the bottom, had a bite on that, and was throwing a sparkle beetle around and had a bite on that. Didn't catch anything. Got to be too many drinkers around me. If you don't know me very well, I don't drink, so don't really care to be around people who are drinking that much. There's the sparkle beetle. I like the new poles. Got a really good deal on them. Got those 2 poles, that tackle box, and a landing net, all for $10 on a yard sale. So I got to test them out, and they're really good. One is ready to fish. That one is really good. The rod and the reel is a ready to fish rod and reel kit. Really good for this kind of fishing, brackish fishing. The other one is a Solero. Forget the reel. It's a Slade 4000 FB. Really great action on it. Love that reel. Again, really good for catching specks and reds. Black drum maybe. Got a lot of gears on it. So does that one. These big fish won't burn you up with those. Alright, I'm gonna do a little fishing on my way home. I know there wasn't much fishing action in this episode, but it was fun. I hope it's fun for you too. See you next time. Well, it's dark and I'm at Gentilly Boulevard. Caught a pretty good flat right as I got up to the boulevard. My friend Jim is going to come get me because I can't air it up and I don't have a patch kit or a tube with me. Well, let me tell you a little bit more about, first I want to talk a little more about the ride here. It has its perils. The whole way I was dodging glass and nails and stuff, and on the way back I must have hit something I just couldn't see. So it is a bumpy and busy road, busy at some parts, but just full of debris here and there. And let me say something further about Frank Davis Pier under Seabrook Bridge. It will be a really good place again when they open that floodgate, when they finish their project, and they're supposed to finish in June. June 6th is the date that I just recently heard. But right now, the fishing's no good there. It's kind of dead. All I saw was that eel and a couple of really small croakers and white trout, really small. At the last minute, off film, I did catch a hardhead, but I usually catch those there when it gets dark. You'll catch a lot of those hardheads, you know, at night. I just threw that one back. And the area is kind of iffy too, so if you ride out there or you go there, it's going to be alright, but you're going to see, you know, some prostitutes and some guys cruising, gay guys cruising, that kind of thing. But it's not that big of a deal, but you know, it is kind of iffy looking. You know, and there's some drinkers that show up, so if you want to go out there when they open that gate, because at least you'll be catching lots of good fish. Otherwise, you won't be catching anything. You'll be watching crack whores and drunks. So, well, that doesn't make it sound very good, does it? But I'll tell you, when that current arrives, when they open that gate, the fish are just there like crazy all night long and all day. So this is M. Hood saying, I'm stuck. See you next time.